This video tutorial is about the databases with documented metabolism in QSAR Toolbox and how we can analyze the data included in them. This is the second tutorial on the topic, and it focuses on the possibility to extract specific metabolic parameters and metadata associated with the documented metabolites, such as quantities, test organism, species, and other metadata information. Let's get started. For this example, we use the EFSA residues database, which is not included with the installation. It can be installed directly through the repository client because the database is available as plug-in on the Toolbox repository website. Tutorial 14 explains how to install plugins from the Toolbox repository. We start with a chemical with identification number 255078990, and we will analyze the metabolism metadata for the parent chemical and its observed metabolite. First, let's look for documented metabolites of our target chemical. To do this, we use the Metabolic Database Affiliation Profiler. The chemical belongs to two databases with metabolic data, EFSA residues public and observed microbial metabolism. The chemical exists as a parent in the EFSA database and in the observed microbial metabolism database. Now, let's extract the documented metabolites from the EFSA residues database. Go to Profiling, unselect all, and select EFSA residues public from the Metabolism/Transformations section. 9 metabolites are available. Double-click the cell with result, and the 2D structures of the documented metabolites are displayed. With the right-click menu, we can see the maps. Now, we are going to collect experimental metabolic data for the target chemical. To do this, we navigate to the Data module. First, unselect everything here. A new section is implemented that deals with documented metabolism databases. Please keep in mind that only the EFSA residues database provides metabolism data such as quantities of parents and metabolites, test organisms, and others. Select the EFSA database and click Gather. The metabolism data appear on the data matrix associated with the endpoint tree level observed metabolism. Let's expand it. Quantity and total radioactive residues ratio are the endpoints for which data are found for the target chemical. Expanding these rows reveals the additional information associated with the observed metabolism. The way the information is organized in the endpoint tree depends on the endpoint tree hierarchy. To see the default hierarchy or to modify it, right-clicking on the observed metabolism level and select Set Tree Hierarchy from the menu. A new dialog appears with two general sections. On the right are the default data fields for building the endpoint tree for observed metabolism. All the rest of the metadata fields associated with observed metabolism are on the left. We can modify the hierarchy. Let's remove the soil type field and add two new fields, test organism and experimental system. To remove a field, select at the right section and then select the arrow pointing left, and the file disappears from the section. Now, we need to find and select the test organism field from this list, which is alphabetically ordered. Scroll to the names that begin with the letter T. Find Test Organism Species field. Select the row and use the arrow pointing right to shift it to the section on the right. Now, let's add one more field in the same way. Find Experimental System in the list, select it, and transfer it to the right using the corresponding arrow. We are done. Confirm with OK. The system rearranges the information on the endpoint tree. Now, let's expand the metadata fields in the endpoint tree. We see here now the test organism and experimental system in the endpoint tree. Let's analyze the data matrix. Both endpoints, quantity and total radioactive residues TRR, have values. Quantity is measured in ppm and TTR in percentage. The data is labeled PC for the parent chemical. In case a chemical in the data matrix is identified as a metabolite and has experimental data for quantity and TRR, it is labeled TP, which means transformation product. We will see this label soon. Currently, we work with a single chemical. Now, let's create a new document and open the EFSA residues database. To do this, we use the metabolite database functionality in the input. Let's collect experimental metabolism and genotoxicity data for the substances. We navigate to the Data module and select the EFSA database from the list of metabolism databases. To select all databases containing genotoxicity data, first position to the cell corresponding to genetic toxicity. Change the options to Data for selected endpoint in order to see the databases with genotox data at the top of the list and collect data. The data for the genotoxicity endpoints are positive, negative, equivocal. The observed metabolism data is at the bottom of the data matrix. Expanding the observed metabolism level shows the diversity of endpoints in the EFSA residues database and the number of chemicals with data on the row. Double-click a cell with result opens the metadata information of the experiment. Let's do this for an experimental value for endpoint quantity for chemical hash 3 for Matix egg and test organism hen. In the metadata, we can find many additional details about the experiment. In addition to this, we can also navigate to the map where the data is taken from. For this purpose, find metabolite to parent column and double-click it. This is the map. By default, the parent chemical is select and we see here the quantitative information for the parent. Quantity 0.1 ppm is also here. The experimental genotoxicity data and the observed metabolism information can be exported through the export functionality of QSAR Toolbox. More details about it you can see in tutorial 12. Now, let's go back to the document with the first substance. Recall that we collected metabolism data for the parent chemical here. 9 metabolites of this parent chemical are documented. To find out if experimental data exists for the individual metabolites, we use upfront metabolism. For this purpose, select the root node of the document tree where the chemical was added to the data matrix. Right-click this row and select Multiplication, then Metabolism/Transformation, and finally EFSA Residues database. The data matrix now includes the parent and its documented metabolites from the EFSA database. Let's go to the Data module and collect experimental data. Keep the same selection as we used for the loaded EFSA database and click Gather. The data matrix now contains experimental data for each loaded substances, the parent chemical and its documented metabolites. Expand the observed metabolism level and the sub-level quantity. A lot of experimental data are collected for the metabolites. We can reach the corresponding maps from the metadata fields in the same way we did this with previous example. First, select a cell with result, and then find a metabolite to parent column. When double-click this cell, we are directed to the related map from where the data was collected. Congratulations! You are now familiar with the documented metabolism data in QSAR Toolbox. More examples are coming soon. Stay tuned. Contact QSAR Help Desk for technical questions. If your question concerns policy or regulatory acceptance of Toolbox results within EU regulations of ECHA's competence, please refer to the ECHA website directly.